Do you remember the days of the old schoolyard?
I do. We used to laugh a lot, didn't we?
We did. We laughed, we cried, we made out behind the bike sheds, and we played Harry Potter. We played Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes.
Which is this game.
It all in the schoolyard. We got our PCs, brought them to school.
What?
Amazing.
What was that? Was that from the newspaper?
No, that was my soundboard.
All right. Imagine if that was the newspaper. That'd scare the shit out of these kids.
Imagine.
Yeah. This game just sort of drops you into it, doesn't it? It skips out that whole like preamble.
In a dirty magazine, you just hear like. It's like a really right-wing dirty magazine. Like.
Oh yeah, I should point out that this game was made in the pre-Jimmy Savile days when 3 kids could be alone in a train carriage with an elderly man.
Oh, he's not elderly. Don't be mean.
He's pretty old. He's like 50 or something.
Really? I do know that actor. Like, well, and also Scabbers, of course, is a lot older.
He is. He's Peter Pettigrew, as it turns out. Spoilers.
How long? Well, this has probably all been done. Like, I was just thinking, like, how long has that rat been in the family, and has no one been suspicious? But they've probably. It's like.
But see,
Hermione's actually explaining, like, okay, you know, cast this spell on this door, and like, Ron like has just been on acid, so he's like, move your mouse to aim. What the fuck? Yeah. They've also been playing too many games in the schoolyard.
It's interesting that they give you like all the moves you had at the last game, right? Like you get Alohomora like straight up.
Hermione also sounds like a bit of a retard. She actually goes like, we can climb over this. We just have to walk into it. It's like she's so much of a bookworm that she doesn't know anything about the physical world. Like she doesn't exert physically. What's in there? Can you open that? No. But yes, see, so this is actually, I mean, whereas Harry Potter 1 and 2 looked fairly alike, this does look a fair bit different now in terms of the graphics. It is on a later
Yeah, also
engine.
the voice actors have to like do slightly deeper voices because these kids are going through puberty.
Harry jumping now doesn't sound like a pedophile's dream, but it sounds like fucking, what's it called? When you turn into Goyle.
Oh yeah. Oi, oi, oi. You know that kind of sound.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Depulso, I don't remember that one. Oh my god, this is revolutionary. You can play as one of 3 of these characters.
Holy shit, GTA 5 beaten to the punch.
Actually, a lot of games were doing this around this time. I remember playing that Shrek game. That Shrek 2 or whatever it was.
Shrek 2 Team Action or something?
You know the one where you had to like...
What the fuck are they picking up my beans? I guess we have a shared pot.
You'll share the beans. It's a communist bean collection.
Yeah, it's like that's what they get taught in the school as well.
I love how quick she says Alohomora in this game as well. It's like she doesn't want to like, she said it so many times it means nothing to her. Alohomora! Alohomora!
If we walk into this save book, it'll store our adventures up to this point.
Save book?
Why don't they couldn't get Stephen Fry anymore.
No, he was doing QI by this point probably, and it was too expensive.
Really? When was that? When did that start?
Like 2003 or something?
Yeah, I think this may have been 2003, yeah.
I think the movie came out in like 03 or something. Because they pump these movies out really quick.
So is this like a locking mechanism that's like supposed to be safe in any way, but still any 3 people can open it?
As long as they cast the spell at the exact same time.
Yeah. And Hermione's too quick again, of course.
Hello, Moha.
Cast Lumos at it, Ron.
Ooh.
There we go.
Wow. What a secret area. A secret passage.
Yeah, it's like they need a secret passage to a main part of the train.
I don't know. There's something very like condescending about this whole part of the game. It's like, you know what's going on. You've already played the other two ones before.
I don't know. Like the architecture is less grand though. At the moment.
It's like you've only got the train to practice on, because by the time you get to Hogwarts this time, they want you to have like everything fucking down pat. They want you to know this mechanics inside and out.
Yeah, and then there's nothing left to learn.
Well, yeah, because I mean, this is like.
Oh no, it's
like the movies, you know. They mirror the movies where, like, remember in the first two films, they spent a lot of time like going over like the rules and like shit like that. Whereas by the time they get to the third and fourth one, it's like, you know, you don't need to see the sorting ceremony. You don't need to see them get into the school. It's like, they get there.
They should have done that for the autists, you know, like they need their ritual of of seeing the sorting hat at the start of every film.
Well, remember the first two open with them going through like Diagon Alley and everything. It's like, oh look, here they are buying this stuff again.
It turns out that Malfoy is actually like been feeding that rat and sort of being taking care of it and all that, and that's why the rat goes to him.
He looks really Asian in this game, does Malfoy?
Just now, yeah, he looks like either a character from The Sims or some anime game.
Actually, the Monster Book of Monsters.
I believe it's a copy of the History of Monsters.
Fucking feminazi. I want to turn down the game volume actually. But I tried to press escape at multiple times during the gameplay just now, but...
Oh, Rick December, I remember that one.
But it has a different shape now.
And it does a completely different thing, doesn't it? Didn't it do something like special in the old games?
No,
it
it's
like
stunned
plants or
monsters. That symbol was used for plants before, kind of. Yeah, it had that sort of the.
Who's that wizard?
Gandhi.
What's that? Yeah, Gandhi the wizard. Yeah, he was a little bit magic, but he wasn't Jesus.
How the fuck do you open up? She's saying press the escape key, but it doesn't work.
I don't think escape exits the window in this game. You might have to alt-tab out.
Oh, but then is Fraps gonna crash again?
Well, it doesn't matter. You can always edit the sound in post. Oh, you fucked it up.
Well, it shouldn't be changing resolutions now, so Fraps shouldn't crash it. Hopefully. Ah, fuck! The cutscene sounded a bit quieter, but then once they started casting the spells, it was like super loud again.
It's because the effects artists are very impressed with the spells and they want you to hear them all.
It's like you can... there's like a separate channel for just the spells, and it's like you cannot change the volume on that. Like when you
must listen to the spells.
Must listen. Oh no.
Oh no, the Dementors are coming in. These days we call them Alzheimer's. Wait, what did you use?
Depulso? But that was on a Rictus Sempra. So the Rictus Sempra symbol is now being used for the same use as Flipendo was before.
Yeah. Well, Deporto is very similar to Flipendo as well, it looks like.
Depulso.
Depulso.
Deporto. That's like that's what Geert Wilders casts. He like deports immigrants.
we have a restaurant here, a burger joint called Oporto.
Wow, that really looks like it would help.
It's got a jingle called "Just Gotta Go, Oporto," or something like that.
Oh wow, it's very...
Yeah. It's Portuguese, I think.
Porto?
What do you say about Sirius Black under cloaks?
We're like, we're not hiding Sirius Black under our cloaks.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I thought he said, I bet you're Sirius Black under that cloak or something. That makes no sense or anything, but
No, it does. It's like he's saying that Dementor is actually Sirius Black, or the Dementor is like having Sirius Black sucking his cock under his cloak or something.
you always got to go that way, don't you?
I bet you when I lift that cloak, Sirius Black's under there. Ooh, there are dozens of secrets hidden throughout Hogwarts. Oh no, there he is!
Oh, it is! It's Stephen Fry! Yay!
The clock thing is actually not connected to him. No, serious. Oh.
Man, what do they have this guy on? Like some kind of like 5-book contract or something? 5-game contract?
He does sound sort of ill here.
he sounds disinterested here.
Yeah. She's like, ugh, I guess the student starts their 3rd year.
Carpe Rectum.
Why does he...
Would you please join me?
Oh, look, they've added like 3 black kids.
Yeah, who look identical. All blacks look the same.
I guess they got complaints from the first game. They're like, not enough black kids in these classes.
You'll do fine.
Why does he sound so... Oh, the way his head moves is really weird. When he looks down like that. He looked like one of the Chicken Run characters or something. With that overbite.
Well, I don't know about playing as this Ron and Hermione in these games. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels gimmicky.
It does. It feels pointless as well.
Yeah.
Professor Lupin.
It's basically just the same.
Carpe Retractum challenge.
Carpe Retractum challenge.
Professor Lupus.
Shields scattered throughout the challenge.
Whoa.
Some are well hidden. Find all 10 shields.
Screen was shaking for a bit and trying to render the fog down there, and then it suddenly popped up.
You can always come back. Complete the challenge.
Oh, you can always come back.
Final shield.
Yeah, you could do that in Harry Potter 2 as well.
Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Has 2 primary uses. To pull yourself towards something,
To pull
Oh,
someone
it's like
off.
a grappling hook or something.
see if you can find a statue to cast the spell at. Then,
See if you can find a boat.
happens.
That's a statue?
Whoa!
Propulso!
Oh, I can see that having a lot of uses in this game.
Yeah, like pulling a
You can
gal
also use
towards
Carpe
you.
Retractum to pull
Yeah, like you're on a crowded dance floor and there's a girl you like standing over there. Just carpe retractum on her and see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. Honestly,
see what happens.
it is like... Because people actually do that move, like when they're dancing, you know? But then on Hogwarts, students actually
Remember,
do it properly. Like they don't just mime it, but it is an actual thing they do.
Oh, Spongify! Remember that?
also be
Yes.
able to pull things towards you. See if you can
It's great. It's like, reminds me of Banjo-Tooie where you get all your abilities again at the start of the game. You don't have to relearn them all. It makes sense, right?
I
Because
played
these
it,
kids,
yeah.
like,
But I don't
these kids don't
remember
get dumber or anything.
that. Kids, yeah. Kids are too dumb.
you can jump over.
No, I'm saying they don't get dumber. Like, they
Ah.
remember the stuff they learned from the previous year.
When you get
Usually, yeah, unless you... But even, yeah.
and press the right mouse button to jump.
Like, of course, there can be, like, new audiences and everything, but, like, even then.
Well, they wouldn't care then, the new audiences.
Actually, I think
it's-
kids would be fucking confused at this because they changed all the spells around.
Actually, yeah, I think if you pick this game up straight away, having not played the other two, you might be a little confused with all these spells.
No, I feel like
appreciate
you'd
that
be
the
more
developers-
confused after playing the first two because, like, Rictus Sempra now gets used. Well, the Rictus Sempra symbol, which
Yeah.
used to be Rictus Sempra, is now not used for Rictus Sempra anymore. It's used for Depulso, but it has the function of Flipendo in the
Yes,
previous
yes,
games.
yeah.
So it's like,
Okay, that is confusing. That is confusing. I at least have to appreciate the fact that they, like... This, I think the same developers worked on this. I think it was like EA Games or something.
no, it's well, it was published by EA Games always, but
Can also be used
developers of the first two games were No Wonder, and this, yeah, they are the same people as this game as well. They
Because
were-
I think they stopped doing it after a while, and then the games take a completely different
yeah,
sort of
this
tone.
is the
and,
last
like,
one that they did.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, this is very similar feeling to the other two games.
Yeah,
And
in
then you
some
get to,
ways,
like-
but then in other ways, not as much. Like the controls are quite different. At least the way the it feels, you know, how they walk. It's a bit faster and everything, and
Yeah, yeah.
especially the looks, the textures and everything are quite different, and the
Beware. You might throw exploding wizard crackers. Spells may not be
Exploding
effective in this
wizard
situation.
crackers.
Try not to let the wizard crackers touch you while they're in the air.
I like how this game has a
That's
separate.
racist.
It has a separate narrator
Be careful.
and a different like, because I know it's Lupin doing these voices, but like he's narrating as well. It's like Stephen Fry narrates, they narrate.
Oh, but they did that in the previous Harry Potter as well. Like, whenever you did a challenge, the professor who gave you that challenge would, like, sort of narrate that challenge.
Ah, true, very true.
Like, Lockhart would always be talking in the cutscenes for his challenges.
Oh yeah, Lockhart. He's an odd character because he
Oh, look at this
shows up
shit.
in one film, and then they never use him again.
Pumpkin pasties, they're worth more than beans, apparently.
Huh.
So there's new collectibles.
Oh no! Oh no!
I know.
I like how they use like elements from the book in this like level because don't they? All those pixies show up in the Defense Against the Dark Arts. No, that's the second movie, isn't it? Where like
Yes, yeah, there's the second
Lockhart
movie.
opens like the thing and like he's like, come on kids, get them all in the cages, and then they're like, we can't do it, and he's like, ah, good luck. Please.
Those more the bees in Fred and George's shop. They couldn't, like, the fucking voice actors sound like they just came back from, like, a big night out.
But I mean, by this point, like,
boring. What?
like on their resume by this point, it's like literally only got like voice of Ron Weasley.
I don't
and Harry
think these
Potter.
are. I think these are probably completely different voice actors, though. Is a thing.
Are they? They sound similar to the first two games.
Really?
I think they are. I think.
Carpe Retractum. No. Oh, fuck.
Carpe Erection.
Carpe.
Well, I mean, it could be that.
What? Pull
What is this?
anus.
This reminds me
I
of
guess
something.
Retractum
I don't
is-
know what though. But it seems like this game was trying to be like cool. You know, it's like, oh, look what we can do with our magic spells. Like
What?
this does not seem like a Harry Potter spell whatsoever. Like it never. I don't think they ever use anything remotely resembling this in any of the books or movies or.
Well, I don't know if that's them trying to be cool or just trying to make up game mechanics. You know, I mean, it is a game.
Well, I suppose it makes it seem less stale, perhaps, but.
Then what? Like, I don't know. Like, what was in the other games? Like Spongify. They don't use that.
No, that's true. That's a very video gamey kind of thing.
Video game.
I actually do have to admit, like, it is kind of cool that they change the stuff up enough just so you can get like at least some kind of video game out of it. Because the I don't know, the movies, if you play them like as a level by level kind of thing, like, you know, like remember all those
That would be
movie
lame.
adaptation games that came out around this time?
It would
which were
be
terrible.
like too like. It would have just too many cutscenes, dialogue, and shit like that, and like
Yeah.
it'll be too linear probably if you try to just stick too much to the films.
Well, remember though, like a lot of games that came out around this time that were adaptations you used to have to unlock the movie cutscenes in the games.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, because the cutscenes barely had anything to do with the actual game.
Yeah, I know. It was like we were all too poor to afford the videos or the DVDs, so the only way we could watch the movie is by watching the video game cutscenes.
Video. That was me with A Bug's Life. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I saw the cut. Like I was collecting those cuts. I played the game well before I saw the film, and I was collecting the cutscenes in there. Yeah, and it was like, that's the meme, you know. I earned those cutscenes. I earned those clips. They're not really.
It makes it
cutscenes.
feel much more rewarding when you actually watch the film.
Yeah, it was pretty rewarding to unlock those clips. Like,
Actually,
kind of fun.
I did that with the Muppet Race Mania game. Because I'd never seen any of the Muppet films, and then I watched like the Muppet films after playing the games, and I'm like, oh, I know that clip, I know that clip, I know that clip.
Oh, okay, so you did have like clips in the game as well, like of.
Yeah,
movie
but they were like basically they were meant to like use to be introduced, like to introduce the levels that you were going to race in, like the racetracks. So you get like these 30-second cutscenes from like the movies, which were generally unrelated to the video game you're playing, but like...
Well, yeah, I feel like
they were meant
A
to
Bug's
be.
Life did that really well, actually. Like, because the cutscenes were kind of related to the level that you were going to.
Yeah.
But then...
Then Jim Henson died of toxic shock syndrome.
Who's Jim Henson again?
Jim Henson, the guy who created the Muppets.
Oh, okay. Was that recently?
No, this
That
is
he
like
created
19... No, that he created the Muppets, yeah. Yeah, they created the Muppets like a few years ago. It's fairly fresh IP.
So fresh.
The pacing of this game is so weird by now. Like, it's just
It
like they
is.
throw you right into it. Like,
Yeah.
they don't give a shit about the story anymore.
Like, that's the one thing that's quite different right now, is in Harry Potter 2, you'd start out like, okay, like you got into the tree thing and like, what the hell, how do I get there? Like, and then, yeah, you sort of got into the school, and then from the commons room, you had to actually follow like Hermione or something to the first lesson, you know? And then sort of go through the school. Whereas here, you're not actually walking through the school. They don't intro you to the actual school grounds yet.
Yeah, they just sort of dump you right in the first challenge, like straight up.
Straight up. After some very
Straight up bull.
bored-sounding Stephen Fry.
They probably caught him like during taping of QI or something. It's like, Stephen Fry, we need you to record your Harry Potter
It's like
dialogue.
in the
You know,
dressing room.
You got 30 seconds, quick.
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 No, they just sort of snuck up on him in the dressing room. It was like, okay, just we've got a voice recorder here. Just say these lines, and he's like barely woken up or something. He's like, ugh. The students started their third year. Students.
No, they got him to record like one word at a time because he was so busy.
One word at a time. What the fuck? Supposed to do here?
I like that they've updated the paintings on the wall for this game. We don't have Jack Nicholson as the Joker anymore.
Oh yeah, it's too bad. Hey, this
Remember
looks
that
like
picture?
that's definitely one of the Dutch masters being upgraded. Well, not upgraded, but like they put like a wizard hat on him. I swear, like I know that painting. It's like one of those Dutch paintings.
Is that Sinterklaas?
No. It might be like Rembrandt or something. I don't know.
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt. Yeah.
Rembrandt, it's pronounced.
No, it's pronounced Rembrandt.
Now, how the fuck are you meant to get that like shield or whatever it's?
I know. Though something has to come out of there. I don't want to go in. Oh, hang on. Did I? Oh, is this a different little bit? Oh, it is. I thought that was going back.
Ah, look at that. You were too clever for your own good there.
Dong. What?
Yeah, well, you thought that you could have done it all in this room, but you had to go further.
Go further.
Go further.
So,
Go
like,
farther
yeah, we
into
can
darkness.
actually use these new... Whoa! Jeez, what a squirt fountain.
Now, does this contribute to the house cup?
I don't like how the fucking beans don't go, like, up... They don't sort of fly up to the corner of the screen anymore. They just disappear. They used to... Whenever you pick the beans up, they would sort of fly up to the counter.
Yeah.
What's that?
Ah. Interesting.
But yeah, like, you have bigger collectibles now, which are worth more. It's like, yeah.
Well, by this point in this franchise, they didn't care so much about the Birdie Bots every flavored beans. That was like a gimmick from the first movie, really.
Yeah. At the end of the film, when Dumbledore was going like, "Oh, I tasted a cum-flavored bean once," and all that. You know, when Harry's in the bed.
Yeah, that's right. I think he also said, "Elastic skin, one thing magic can't fix."
This was all while Harry was in a bed.